can't believe what I just heard you say.
The reason that women live longer, Mark, let me tell you, it is because we are stronger and we are happier at the end of the day than most men. And that is factual, and you know it.
When men are married to women who scream like you, they just want to die sooner.
Men, on average, enjoy life more than their female counterparts. It might be difficult to draw parallels between the two. But when we take all the factors into account, we find that this truth is easily deduced. Despite the fact that most women claim that all men are the same, particularly after having a string of unsatisfactory romantic relationships, when asked how they feel about themselves, they almost never admit to being dissatisfied. Don't get me wrong. I know there are women that self-reflect and make changes, but it seems like just a tiny fraction of the population actually takes the plunge to lay. An increasing number of self-deluded women are becoming a loud minority on social media, giving the impression that they represent the norm. This is not to say that everything is perfect in the world. Both science and common sense have shown that women are more prone to strong feelings than males. That goes for both the good and the bad. Due to their emotional nature, couples often find themselves stuck in an endless loop of argument in which the male utilizes reason to establish his point, while the woman insists she is correct, no matter what the evidence suggests. Males are learning the hard way that dating in today's society is more of a burden than a pleasure because of situations like these. The amount of time and effort spent on shittists is disproportionate to the results. Men are the happiest in history thanks to the bachelor lifestyle, but modern women are more miserable than ever. It has been said that feminism has failed miserably. Well, it's not just hearsay. There's hard proof to back up the rumor. Excuse me as I break this down for you. Feminism sought to ensure that women had the same opportunities for success in the workplace and in life as men. Sadly, this goal has evolved into one of the most oppressive ideas in the world. Women who don't completely subscribe to the feminist dogmas are viewed as indoctrinated outsiders and meek at this moment in history. If you're a male and you don't agree with their crazy notions, then you're an oppressor. Women today, especially in Western countries, have as many rights as men, if not more. However, this is still not enough for them. Instead of freeing them, the so-called emancipation is making them dependent on low-paying corporate employment, and in many cases, consumer culture and the approval of men. Despite the fact that more and more women are holding executive roles, most boss girls are little more than cogs in the corporate system. Let's be honest. Quotas are a major factor in the advancement of women in male-dominated fields like politics, business, and the military. The importance of influence and sisterhood to the girl boss movement cannot be overstated. The truth is that they're really unhappy. They're just trying to get through tough times by convincing themselves that everything is okay, even when the truth is very different from what they portray online. Women's widespread use of antidepressants and general unhappiness with their lives is a sad truth. If a young man isn't physically appealing, he may have trouble finding a partner, but an average-looking woman can readily find a sexual partner. Men who have reached the age of 30 or 35 tend to be so committed to their careers that they no longer have time for dating, or alternatively, prefer younger women. This loop will never end, but there's no need to mope around. As a matter of fact, MGTOW guys are happier than the women who flaunt their designer handbags, elaborate cosmetic looks, and weekly boyfriend changes because they are actually living their best lives. Since males are naturally uncomplicated, they don't expect much from a partner beyond devotion and a problem-free union. Women, on the other hand, are complicated, and despite their frequent assertions that communication is paramount, they rarely deliver. Men who have chosen to go their own ways have gained insight into women's personalities from either personal experience or the study of the stories of their peers. On the other hand, they're waking up and making decisions that have nothing to do with the conventional wisdom of happy wife, happy life. The phrase happy wife has been replaced with single life. As a corollary, money is also a major consideration. Now we get to the exciting part. Even though women now earn more than ever before, They know that money alone can't buy them happiness. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm not trying to make light of monetary hardship or human error. I'm a firm believer that one should chase a check, not a girl. But it doesn't mean one should devalue women in favor of financial success. Society has been successful in encouraging us to divert our attention to less meaningful things, such as women, so that we forget why we are here. That's why so many men get off course, because they're preoccupied with pursuing women. Unlike women, who waste money on unnecessary items, men are able to easily enjoy the results of their effort because of their discipline and modest lifestyle. When everything was said and done, what good did the feminist movement do? Finally, women, your hard work has paid off. You can all stop worrying about money. Is the money you're making enough to make you happy? Is there something else you're hoping to obtain? You've raised some interesting points. But if you ever run into such a woman, it's best to change the subject before you set off her trigger reflex. Feminists' fight for equality does not extend to hazardous occupations like coal mining and building. These independent women would rather not do such menial labor and instead work in the business sector. It's ironic that males aren't programmed to look for breadwinners, but rather mothers who will nurture their offspring. Simply put, a male doesn't give a damn about what a woman accomplishes. He has found that women who have spent significant time in highly competitive environments tend to become more obnoxious and dictatorial. Thus, he is drawn to the more humble and unassuming ones. In fact, dating one of these women has made some guys quite unhappy. Earlier, I said that I don't think money itself is bad, only the pursuit of it and the idolization of it. Unfortunately, women have bought into the myth that financial independence will bring them happiness. But obviously, that is not the case. They burn through their salaries rapidly and remain mired in the rat race, no matter how large it may be. These and other factors all contribute to men's greater happiness than women's. Smart men give up on dating and focus on other worthwhile pursuits because feminism is a menace since it seeks to castrate males. For women, feminism has become a new type of servitude. That's all for today's episode on Circle of Kings. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It motivates me to create more content for you. See you next time. Cheers.